serving Kevin Lyles. This shit can't help but touch you like a pedophile. My people say I stressed them out, so I left the house. Now I'm running the streets with some Detroit players. Running laps around you niggas, I'm on my 7th mile. A special child with some things I need to reconcile. Sadell Young got my rap name from selling loud. Cause I high got a ring to it like a wedding vow. I grew up stealing money out my mama's purse. Now I'm buying everything I promised her. She don't want nothing else on this earth but see her son in church. But just the night before, we was robbing and running work. Bought an onion first, so nothing more than 100 worth. But rather under the undershirt if you wanna lurk. Had money on my head, some niggas wanna murk. I used to roll my tummy like my stomach hurt. Cause I hate the place I'm in, I don't even feel safe with friends. My life is too stressful to bring a baby in. If you're not about the mission, can't be my lady then. Relationships can get kinda rocky, my
Adrian.
What are your thoughts and opinions on Juneteenth? And Milwaukee and the Summerfest thing. Did you get some new information on that?
Yes. Okay, so Noni yesterday.
Shout out Noni, Juice, and Benjamin.
I caught just a clip of them talking about it.
Yeah.
And they're still having the parade. They're still having the daytime stuff. This is just in addition.
Like we were saying.
And then Ben was like, oh, they should have led with that in the story because it sounded like they were just moving everything to the Summerfest grounds. And she was like, no, like they're trying to get, you know, bigger performers.
Okay.
You know, it's like whatever day it lands on. I guess I'll have to look at the calendar, but it's like the first day of Summerfest.
Oh, really?
Kind of thing, I want to say.
So it kind of sounds like what we were saying, you know. The main parade will still remain on MLK, but like everything else afterwards can funnel down to the Summerfest grounds.
Yes.
Because no one wants the event to be, no one wants Juneteenth Day, all the festivities to be over at 3, 4 o'clock and then that's it.
Yeah.
They want to celebrate it all day.
It's Thursday, June 19th, and that's like the first weekend, or the first day of Summerfest. So I think they're like, it's not like they're opening up the Summerfest grounds just for Juneteenth.
But in a way.
They're kicking off Summerfest with the Juneteenth festival because then they can get big performers because it's during Summerfest. So it's just a collab. And they're probably letting people like...
That's going to be a money grabber, too. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you, I'm sure you have to pay the Summerfest ticket fare, but they're probably going to have something where you get like a...
Yeah, because black people shouldn't be paying to get into that. We should not have to pay.
No,
it's a holiday. It's like, we shouldn't have to be paying for that.
Yeah.
Now...
But then
once you get in there now... Like, stuff ain't free. You gotta buy food. Like, you have to, that's gonna be true.
I mean, they could, but they could do something where...
You gotta show your black card.
Right. Well, but then that could be discrimination, because what if somebody doesn't look black?
I mean, they are. That's what I'm saying. This is gonna be...
So you could do something like if you went to the Juneteenth parade or the thing...
Okay.
You know, they hand out wristbands.
I was thinking,
you know, they could do, or they give you free tickets. Mm-hmm. You have to go to like a certain booth or something to get the free ticket. You know, because you can't possibly hand out stuff to everybody. But you could say there will be booths in 3 areas of the parade, beginning, middle, end. Mm-hmm. We'll be handing out Summerfest tickets. You know, limit 2 per person or something, you know, or 4 per person.
So what was the Northcott House? They were saying, like,
Northcott House
is communication issues.
They're the people that organize the Juneteenth thing. Yeah. And they're collabing with Summerfest. Mm-hmm. So the original article made it seem like everything was being moved there.
And
It
taken
didn't.
over.
It didn't
kind
say
of.
that, but it came
off
off that way to some people. So I don't know what Noni read, but whatever, wherever she got that from, it's like in addition to that, like they're not moving the parade.
Right.
That maybe they won't do. Well, you can't really take away from the vendors and stuff because then they'd have to like get a vendor spot in Summerfest, and that's not fair because those are booked. Like, they're still doing all the daytime stuff. Mm-hmm. It's just like instead of that Washington Park thing, maybe.
Yeah. One thing I did
think
about...
like Vaughn and those people, they paid out of pocket. They came up with their own money and donations for that thing. And because it was their first year, I don't think it wasn't not organized, but...
Do you think some of
like
it
they
is
didn't have security? Yeah, like they didn't have enough security.
And at the Summerfest grounds, there's going to be metal detectors. So I might be going down, I might be. But it seems almost like they want to have black people behind the metal detectors. Y'all come down to Summerfest. We'll throw this parade. We'll help be involved with this, but.
I think
we gotta have y'all behind.
Okay.
We gotta make sure shit is. We gotta make sure there's no pistols around. If we're gonna celebrate with you guys as the whites, we want the air. We want to make. You're gonna come on our turf where there's metal detectors, and we can say it without saying it.
I think that's kind of a reach.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's.
I don't know. Okay, here's why it might not be a reach. What if the organizers and the businesses that are involving themselves now to make Juneteenth even stronger, a lot of those organizations are going to be white organizations with the white dollar, okay? But what I'm saying is, I can't see in the world, and obviously I don't know how white people think, but I can't see them wanting to participate in... I can't see them being like, okay, guys... We'll have the after parade for Juneteenth. We'll have it in Washington Park again. We'll help out with it. We'll bring all our resources. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it how it was. No, they're not going to do that because if they wanted to do that, they would feel uncomfortable and they would want to have some kind of security there, but they wouldn't want to announce that, openly because people might be offended. Well, why do we got to have metal detectors in Washington? Why this and this and that? But if you say we're going to do it down at Summerfest, like metal detectors are just part of it. Like no one questions because it's just part of it. Oh, everyone to come in, there's metal detectors here, so we got the security in place already and everything will be safe. And then more white people who want to come down because they don't have to worry about going to Washington Park for...
But don't black people want to be safe? And go to an
That's a stereotype that we don't want to be safe. Everyone wants to be safe.
Right. So
everyone.
So doesn't this?
I think that's something that don't even need to even be talked about. Really.
I know that's what I'm saying. Is doesn't that kind of make more black people want to attend because they know it'll be safe or safer?
Yeah, true. But I think black people will attend Juneteenth events. It doesn't matter where it is.
Regardless.
We're going to come out for it. It's the white people.
Okay.
And we,
I just think that, like, the last couple years, the Juneteenth celebration has gotten so big.
They need more space.
That they need more space, and that was recognized.
And I like the collaboration.
Right. They're not taking it over, Liz. They're working with them. Like, Summerfest is like, hey, how about you do it? It falls on the first day of Summerfest. Why don't we continue the celebration
extend it
down here?
So, to Summerfest.
But hopefully they do something with ticketing. Like, if you go to the parade or the daytime event, you get some sort of voucher or something. Mm-hmm. Or you have to go online, and
There has to be some pre-planning for stuff.
So that people can, because Summerfest is so expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, and can you imagine, like, trying to go to Summerfest, like, even just with a date? You're going to drop several $100s, let alone if you take your 2 kids and your spouse or significant other.
A trip to Summerfest with a family could end up being
need to do a payday loan for that.
Yeah. You basically drop the equivalent of rent almost in one night, just going out and take, So,
and I think having it at Summerfest gives you the opportunity to have, like, the local artists on the smaller stages. You could probably bring in a bigger artist at the main stage.
Like when they had Jada and stuff last year, they got Jada to come to the rave.
Right.
Like, that would have been nice. Oh, can you imagine that? That would have been at the Summerfest grounds, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Instead of at the rave.
And because they kind of announced it almost a year in advance, that gives them like a year to plan. You know, so, and who knows how long this has been in the works, in the talks.
True.
You know, maybe they were like, hey, let's see how, you know, like the Washington Park thing was just kind of like, it went fine. It was, well, but, and the incident was like at the exit. Like it wasn't even like during the event kind of thing. So, right. But they had to hire security. And that they probably just, I don't think they had raised enough money. Because they had a short amount of time to raise a ton of money. And Washington Park is big, but
used to be the zoo for people.
Yep.
Little FYI, real quick. The Washington Park used to be the Milwaukee Zoo back in the day. Yep. Anyway.
But I think it's a great idea.
I do too. I really do.
I mean, and who cares who's helping? Who cares?
Right. We just want the help, though. It cannot. Right. You can't gentrify fucking Juneteenth.
No,
you
and
just cannot do that.
And I don't think they're trying to.
You just can't. But sometimes, white people. I said some white people. Not talking to you, baby. I'm talking about some white people can overstep when they want to help out because they do care.
I understand.
And stuff, and then they just kind of overextend, try too hard, do stuff, and it's like sometimes you got to just relax, just help out. We don't want you guys making the decisions about Juneteenth stuff. We want you involved and to help out, collaborate, sit back, listen, ask questions, and then get involved.
I don't think
just collaborate.
Yeah,
you're not making decisions about who the music is. You're not making decisions about like who all like the executive stuff, the fine details. Black people need
it's
to
just
be
that
doing that.
The Summerfest organization has a larger reach to get more
and whoever
performers, and it's a larger space. I don't think they're trying to take it over, and then it does become almost like.
Well, I'm not saying they try with like, I'm saying, but they just because they want to help. Because they want. Sometimes when white people want to show that they care about our issues, sometimes they just try a little too hard. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just think it's like cool that it's like a collaboration of kind of like. People on opposite.
Colliding.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And isn't that like the end goal to be together and so that everyone can celebrate this day?
Okay, let me ask you this: Would you want black people taking over and organizing? And when I say take over, I don't mean it like it's just a word. Taking over and organizing, imagining and all that stuff. What German Fest is. Or Irish Fest?
No,
you don't think a bunch of black people should be on the board setting up, organizing, calling in musical acts, calling in speakers, calling in all this stuff? for Irish Fest, you got all black people on the board. People be
Right.
like, it just don't make sense.
Right.
It don't make sense. Now, would Irish people want black people to come in and be a part of it? And the collab and the, and all that and to help out? Yeah.
Right.
But we wouldn't come taking over that. We don't know nothing about the culture.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say not in a mean, takeover, just we don't want you guys just controlling it, because that can happen. Because they have the funds. So it's easy for white people to just throw their money. Here, we're going to do this, and we'll give you, and we'll set this up, and we'll do this, and blah, blah, because they're feeling bad or sympathy or whatever. And like black people, we don't like handout. We don't want the sympathy. Just join in and help out and ask questions and talk and collab. But don't be, you know what I'm saying? Because they can do that sometimes because they do care and they can just overstep sometimes and maybe not even realize is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you hear black people, they got to kind of check a white person sometimes to be like, dude, like chill out. You're trying too hard. Just relax.
Yeah.
You don't you're trying too hard, and then sometimes they end up offending you.
Yeah.
And then you got to tell them, and then like, oh, I didn't know. It was like, okay, well, that's why we're having this conversation.
I just think people were reading into the original article too much.
Me too, yeah.
And I'm glad that they came out with more information so that people stopped jumping to conclusions about it.
Yeah.
Because,
it did seem like that some black people were like, white people are trying to take it over.
And honestly, why would white people take over Juneteenth anyway?
Right, that would be, yeah.
I mean, it just sounds ridiculous. Why would white people take over?
Well, it don't sound ridiculous because they've taken over things before.
I know, I'm just saying, like,
It's in their DNA.
It's a celebration of a certain day.
Mm-hmm.
And
that some white people still don't think we should have.
Well, then don't go.
Well, most of them don't.
Right. But this is also an opportunity for white people to experience black culture.
Definitely.
And see what it's all about.
Definitely.
So it's kind of almost like expanding Juneteenth so that people understand and can appreciate black culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of just thinking it's one thing, it kind of opens it kind of opens up. Chewy likes my biofreeze. It kind of opens up the door for people to learn about a different culture. It's kind of like, like why would a black person go to German Fest? I mean, because and I'm sure people do just because it's a festival and there's food and whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, it kind of opens up a door for people to experience a different culture.
Because now black people might be like, because they might run into someone down at Afrofest that's German. You're striking up conversations, you're talking, and then they're like, oh, and then the black people are like, ooh, I'm going to come check out German Fest this year.
Right. And then, Right, and maybe white people are just like, oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Or, it just kind of like helps bring people together instead of all this separation.
Yeah, and have those conversations and just learn about each other and stuff.
I mean, because it isn't the end goal for, people to be working together and living together and celebrating together in general.
Yes.
Not just the festival, but just in life.
Yeah.
And just to be together.
Yeah.
Instead of, you have your little pocket here, we have our little pocket here, here's this pocket.
You stay over there, we're going to be over here. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I understand, like, people want to have their own things. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I feel like this country is so divided.
It is.
And segregated just as a whole.
Yeah. Mental segregation.
Yeah, so it's just nice to see, like,
some collaboration going on. It is. It does feel good. It does. It really does. At the end of the day, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Yeah. It shows growth. It shows collaboration. Yep. Music interlude. Lil Dave East. Happy Saturday, y'all.
Rich, wanna be loved. Thinking to myself, I had a long night. Woke up somewhere else, I had a long flight. Sweatsuit for the flight, I got it off white. This for my niggas really came up off white. Yo, you ain't never been on no mission to touch your heart, right? You ain't never fucked no bitch till she ain't walk right. I know youngers that shoot funny like they caught right. Home invasions feel amazing till you get caught right. We masked up like Bane on them dark nights. Effing bullets treat your body like a shark bite. Outside on them benches under park lights. That phone ring, you better answer. I don't call twice. In a smoking crib, find me all night. Made enough for mama's groceries, now we alright. Homie, you pussy with a strap, that mean you all die. Any New York City night, you better talk nice. Thinking to myself, I came a long way. I could've took the wrong exit and went the wrong way. I'm just praying to God they let these songs play. I ain't have to follow niggas down my own way. This shit ain't a game, so niggas don't play. Don't never make a bet, you know you won't pay. Think I could get away with murder, bitch, I'm OJ. Smoking good, seat back, play the OJ.
Seat back, made back, Luther Vandross. House flippers, gold chains with a damn roll. What I drive today, Mercedes or the Land Road. And you thought that was your man's, but your man's told. Hundreds in my bankroll, but all that glitters ain't gold. I swear my heart done turned cold, but that's just how the game goes. I be in the crib, home theater, watching Django. Bring the baddie back and blow that back out by 5 ways.
Why Donald Trump is heading to deep red Montana.
I wouldn't be surprised. Don't be shocked. This might sound crazy. People are going to hear this and be like, man, dude, please, what are you talking about? I wouldn't be surprised. Don't be shocked if Trump drops out the race. I would not be shocked. I would not be surprised. I could hear him saying some stuff like, I don't want to be president. It's rigged. Everyone's against me, all that kind of stuff. I could totally see him saying that. How he doesn't want to be president, the system's rigged. Like, because if you notice, he's already like talking that language about how like it's rigged and it's set up and all this stuff. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I don't know. I really don't. I'm just saying. Just some tell, like I could see him doing that. Because if you think about it, a lot of them court cases have went away. I mean, he's still got the 34 felonies he's getting sentenced for on the 18th. But he's only going to get probation for that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, just keep an extra eye out for that. Because if his numbers keep dropping, his numbers are going down the tank. And if you notice, like, if you're someone that, like, watches the news and stuff like that, even, like, a lot of them, like, Republicans that come on the news and stuff like that and, you know, lie and just, like, speak up for him and just, like, just back up all the BS he says and stuff like that, even some of them are starting to, like, change their rhetoric. Even some of them are being like, oh, well, he needs to stop, like, doing all the name-calling and all that stuff and all the racial stuff and stuff like that. And he needs to just talk about, like, what he's going to do for the country. And blah, like, you're hearing that, like, people are tiring of him now. They're tiring of it. Because you could, like, pull a string out his back. He says the same thing. He's like, when you pull the string and the toy, like, keeps saying the same stuff or whatever. That's how he is. He literally says if you go back to 2016 or 2017, he's pretty much saying the same thing. He has like the same like 10 or 15 words he says. Yeah, so don't be surprised. I'm not saying that I wouldn't like put no money on that or nothing, but I'm saying I would not be surprised if he just folded his campaign and dropped out before the election. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if he dropped out, then, you know, Kamala would just win, I guess. I don't know how all that works. But I could see him doing that, being on some vindictive, you know, bullshit, and just screwing everybody and just making just kind of upending everything and just causing a bunch of chaos. Because, like, if he did something like that, like dropped out, it would cause a lot of problems. Like, there would be a lot of stuff that would have to happen. Like, think about if dude dropped out, let's say, like, 5 weeks before the election. He was like, would they have to, like, would the Republicans have to just run somebody up there real quick? Or would it be that clown J.D. Vance or whatever the hell his name is? Yeah. So, yeah, anyways, just speculating. Yeah, so I'm watching CNN right now. I'm about to pop on the live feeds. There's some preseason NFL football. I might just turn it on just to, you know, it'd be nice just to see football, you know, hearing the whistle, you know, hearing the pass, hearing people tackle and stuff like that, hearing the commentators talk about the season and stuff like that, you know, hearing the announcers. My favorite announcer is Kevin Harlan. For the football, man, he makes them games even better than they already are. But looking forward to Green Bay having a good season. You know, make the playoff, you know, win your division, make the playoff, you know, make the playoffs, win your division and all that kind of stuff, and you just see what happens. But, back to the episode. See, listen to this. These are like the commentators on CNN. Let's just see kind of like what they're saying.
The politics that we are accustomed to really throughout this century. I mean, Democrats have been improving in the Sun Belt states, Georgia and North Carolina in the southeast, Arizona and Nevada.
Kamala has a rally in Arizona tonight. This is Friday night, too, so I don't know when people would be listening to this, but so it might be past tense by that time. But she has a rally in Arizona. There's a lot of people already. There were, like, it was like 5 hours or 4 or 5 hours before the thing started, and I was looking online, and it was some lady, she was recording, the place was already almost packed, hours before the thing even starts. So, yeah.
Enough to win and continue Biden's inroads into the white-collar suburbs. He was the first Democratic candidate to win Maricopa County.
Kamala Harris's record on the border, a key issue in these Sun Belt states, to be sure. Watch this video they released on X, formerly known as Twitter, using Harris's and Wall's own words. Listen to this.
Very credibly for a couple of reasons. First of all is because the Harris-Walz campaign is coming out strong on the offense on border security and immigration. They already have a couple of ads out that underscore what Kamala Harris has done throughout her career as a prosecutor, as Attorney General in California, and as Senator, and as Vice President, to push budgets that actually focus on strong and smart border security. They're also pointing to the complete hypocrisy of Republicans who are supposedly so worried about border security, but that falls flat because Donald Trump himself told his most conservative Republicans who had negotiated a very strong border security bill with Democrats to say no to it because he needed to weaponize the issue during the election.
Please welcome future Vice President of the United States, Governor Tim Walz.
Peace and blessings. It's Saturday, y'all.
I think trying to find the remote is one of the most frustrating things on earth. It seems like remotes always manage to hide themselves.
Right.
No matter You could have just had it.
I feel like
I don't know. Am I laying on it? Ouch. Yeah. Oh well.
it's not under the bed.
It's one of the most frustrating things ever in life. It's 12:52. Oh, there it is.
Chewy, you look scared. Oh, I put him under the pillow.
Yeah, we woke up we went to bed at like 8:45. Woke up like 10 minutes ago. So, mastermind's on.
The police then return to the village. The men are gone, but they find evidence connecting them to the crime.
They saw some bottle of wine, the same the police found in the road, and also they saw a lot of boots full of mud, and it was the same color of
What did he say? They sell boots full of mud.
When they apprehend members of the Marseille mob trying to fence home, taken in
You want the remote, baby? Let's see what's going on.
We were able to arrest a couple of them who recklessly drive through Cachin's.
Oh, here.
And they'd simply forgotten that.
After protesters interrupted her rally, Vice President Harris pauses and says she wants to address them. Now is the time to get a ceasefire deal, get the hostage deal done. Now is the time.
Included in this list are the men confronted at the abandoned building and Albert's backyard. But even all that changed.
I mean, it still hurts,
in
but
1976 when the authorities tried
Holy shit. Look at this crowd. Look at Kamala's crowds.
I received the telegram from it.
wow.
This is like Obama-esque. There ain't a seat. There ain't an open seat in that place. That crowd is huge. Under Donald Trump's watch, the national debt increased by $7.8 trillion. That's with a T, y'all.
And instead tips off the French authorities. When he returns to France, Spaghieri is
Let's
arrested.
see what else is going on out here. Trump is...
Polls now, just about every poll has us leading. They found out that this is a phony that we're running against, a person that had no idea what she was doing. And we're leading in all of the polls now. Just about every poll has us leading.
You're lying. You're losing in just about every poll. He's getting smoked. And are they going to be mad now? Look who's engaged. Look who's about to get married.
Oh, I was wondered. I was just
you're loving that baby.
I was just wondering about them the other day. Like, are they still together?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because they go to like basketball games together. Obviously.
Yeah.
Isn't that LeBron's best friend?
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them whites are gonna be mad.
No.
You know, with some whites. Not the good whites. The good whites are happy. I'm talking about it's some bad whites, some per capitas that are out here and they're mad that this black dude and this white woman are getting married because they know they might have some. Because if they have kids, there's more blackness here in the world now. That's why the white people that are fighting for abortion. That's why they don't want abortion to be illegal, because they want as many white babies as they can. That's why, because white numbers are dwindling. That's a fact. They're going to be the minority in about 20 years. 20 years. I'm just playing. But no, for real though, their numbers are dropping, and that is one of the reasons why they don't want abortion. Because there's less white kids. Because just general and natural, just for real, white women are having less babies. It's just a fact. That's the numbers. Even if people don't like those numbers, they're true. They just don't like the numbers, but they're true. And overall, the white population is older. I'm saying as far as like voters, and a good number of the white voters that have become voters or voting age, younger ones, they're voting for Kamala. Because I do believe you have some of them situations going on in some of them, the suburbs and the rural homes. The scenario would be, I say in a lot of the situations, not all, or I don't know, but a good number of situations, households, white, Caucasian households, dads voted for Trump, mom voted for Trump last time, but the mom wants to vote for Kamala this time. And their two kids were 16 last time, but now they're a voting age and they want to vote. And they want to vote Democrat. They're voting for Kamala. So now there's arguments in the house. Because mom and the kids are more liberal or whatever, you know, they're more democratic. And then the dad's a Trumper. So there's arguments in the house. There's a lot of strife. And there's a lot of, Dad, you're a racist. You're just mad because I have a black boyfriend. And then mom's like, what's the white dad's name? What's
Bob.
What?
Right?
Bob, yeah.
Bob.
So Bob. So Bob is telling Mom.
Carol.
Bob's telling Carol. Carol, I don't care what y'all say. We vote for Trump in this house. What's the daughter's name? Lisa, when you get your own money, you stop paying these bills in this house, you can vote for that nigger. Until then, we want Trump in this house.
And then Carol tells Bob that she once had a black boyfriend when she was in high school before they met.
Just to make him more mad. And then the kicker is she's like, since we're talking about this, Bab, I'm pregnant. With her black boyfriend. They're going to have some blackness. That's what happened with me, though. I put some blackness in the family when I had the white girlfriend. But it did bring the family tighter, I will say. Yeah. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed our little comedy skit there. You know?
Bab and Carol.
Bab
and daughter Lisa.
And the daughter Lisa. No, but there is some of that going on in some households, for real. Where the dad is voting. And then you have the liberal, the Democratic household. You know, where everyone in the family, they're just good. I'm just saying the labels just because you guys are listening to me, you can't see. So, like, for, the good white people, their households are just chill. Like, everyone's just like, you know what I mean, baby? Like, your households were probably just super chill because, like, there was no racism going on. And y'all just had, you had some black people around. It's just like, and shout out Michelle's parents. I love them. They're the shit. And her daughter got back safe. Michelle was driving herself nuts. She was literally tracking her daughter's phone. she told me a story. She said, "Oh my God, what was it about the pub or where you said you saw her walk past the police station?"
Her phone was at a police station in Prague, and so I texted her and said, "Are you at the police station?" She didn't respond right away, so I was panicking. And then she called me and she's like, "Mom, we're just walking past it." Like, chill out.
Dad had to have been nervous, though. You see it literally at the police station. You're like, because when you told me, I'm like, damn, what happened? And then you're like, no, she was walking past it. That's cool. Ain't no way, I mean, man, shout out. I ain't no way I could leave this country for no 10 days. Well, I haven't traveled very much, because life circumstances, but I can't see myself traveling outside the country, going somewhere for 10 days. I'm saying personally, I would, oh my God. I would feel lost. Just being out the country, I don't know how I feel about that. You don't feel nervous about traveling outside the country? Baby?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Music interludes. Harris crowd size. People on here, I don't think those are podcasts. When people have like a radio show or whatever, and then they turn it into a podcast, it could be a radio show or something, and then all of a sudden they take that radio recording and then put it on Spotify or whatever, and call it a podcast. That ain't a podcast. That's a radio show that was just turned into clips and put on air. Let's see what music I want to put on. We got weird sleeping pattern now. We went to bed at 8:51. It was 8:51 when I turned the phone off to power off to save the battery. Because my phone deserves to sleep too. So, and then we woke up. It's 1:05 right now. 10, 11, 12, 1. So I think, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to get up and make some cafe. But for now, I'm going to get some music on here. I know it's early, but we're going to play some Lloyd Banks.
Shock the world. Time to shock the world. Opposition talking again. It's time to remove the problem. Benjamins move everything round here. What's move without them? Experience is the best teacher. Keeps all the students silent. This morning I woke up on bullshit. If I'm choosing violence, Lamborghini, 2 Ferraris, 4. Eating only feeds my hunger. Felt these feelings or before. I done earned my shit. Stripes already. Time I get some more. We got no regard for order, nigga. Man above the law. Anyone with problems, we got them. This is for Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem. GX and SI starving. I'm probably jet out the bottom. Feel like it's fuck the world again. I'm in my honesty column. Run down material things. I'm probably got them. 2024, we mobbing. My competition keeps hiding. These fucking niggas be turning. I won't lose no sleep out on these bitches. Always reach out when getting your own rebounds. And I'm starting to feel like an alien. I'ma keep it 3,000. Trust me, dog, I'm sleeping fine. Give a fuck about your demon time. My piece of shine, you seen me before. It comes to redesign. I'm street inclined. Put that work in before. But it's peaking time. I teach the blind. Walk with a nigga seeking, you'll find. Bodies on my pocket, ripped jeans. I left the party stick clean. Try me, you won't get nowhere. Flame in the lobby, 15. You little Bobby, big rings. A ballin' hobby, ching. You on the board to die. Fuck around with the king. Opposition talking again. It's time to remove the problem. Benjamins move everything round here. What's move without them? Experience is the best teacher. Keeps all the students silent. This morning I woke up on bullshit. If I'm choosing violence, Lamborghini.
I'm going to turn the Big Brother live feeds on and see what's going on. Rico. Is this a real post, or you think this is bullshit right here, baby? Look.
What does that one say?
Swifties for Kamala. Oh, maybe.
Uh-oh. If Taylor comes out talking about vote, it's a wrap, ain't it?
And Trump will die.
He'll probably just quit then.
No, he'll go all in and, like, call them losers.
Yeah, I could see him doing that shit. Yeah, according to this Jess Piper, I don't know, maybe she's just starting this herself or whatever, but it says, are you ready for it? Tuesday, August 27th at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Swifties for Kamala. Official kickoff call. bit.ly/Swifties 4K/call. Let's see what some of the responses are on here, because in that way I'll be able to tell if this is a bullshit post or not. Yeah, this Jess Piper, this is her post. She said, yes, we are. I'm just reading some of the other comments. It says, yes, we are. Kamala 2024. Some people are saying game changer. Can't Swift boat the Swifties. Will they be able to compete with Scotty Baio? Yeah, dude's I didn't know Scott Baio. I know it now, but I didn't realize Scott Baio was a Trump supporter and shit until recently. And then someone else says, ready. Says, if you're not careful, your love for a pop star will lead to a communist country, so be careful what you wish for. Oh my God, it's always a Trump hater finding themselves up just to throw hate. After a little bit of convincing, Afton's come around and is proud to celebrate Taylor Swift Day in Minnesota. I don't know who Afton is. Yeah, they have a Taylor Swift Day in Minnesota. Yeah. Y'all hear them out there? Listen. I'm going to get up and make some coffee. And then turn on the feeds. So I heard, too, on the radio, I forgot which show it was already, but someone had called in and they were talking about how fucked up their apartment is. I had turned the show on. I think it was someone filling in for us anyways, and they were talking about, like, their apartment building and just how, like, there's people sleeping in the lobbies and the staircase. People, as a matter of fact, you were in the car headed to the house, and I was wondering if you were listening to it. But I was thinking, like, damn, that's kind of going on in our apartment. People sleeping.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday, and I was just
jamming Prince on the way over there on the radio.
Oh, that was jamming in them?
No, I was jamming to Prince.
Oh, you were playing Prince in the car? Nice. Oh, nice. But they were talking about that, and, it made me think, like, damn, that's going on throughout the city, no matter where you're at.
Now, I've read... to me, these apartments need to have locked fucking lobbies. Locked lobbies, and I know that there's a situation where people, like you were saying, people have, like, old keys. They done moved out of place and they still have the keys and stuff like that. So they're re-entering buildings, stealing packages and shit like that. Well, they need to maybe apartment buildings
I know they don't like spending money and stuff, but they need to maybe change the master, like, lobby keys. I don't know if it's once a year. Just switch them up and stuff like that. But basically, lobbies need to be locked. I don't care how shitty the apartment building is, how big it is, how nice it is, how shitty it looks. These lobbies need to be secure, and you need to have a fucking key to get in these buildings.
So,
that, you know what I mean? That should be just a damn start right there.
So couldn't you, realistically, you could charge each tenant $5 a year for a new key fee? I'm willing
I'd
to
be
bet
down with that.
people would pay it for security.
Yes.
The only thing is how do you get packages delivered? Well, there should just be a drop box. Like, you know how, like at the library, you could open up and you put your
you return your books.
They could do that. But I read on the Book of Faces, like a lot of people are sleeping like where our buzzer is.
Yeah.
Not in our building.
Right.
Like people come home and there's like homeless people sleeping there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in the winter.
Yeah.
I wonder if we still have that homeless guy here.
Could be. But it was so reminiscent to what, like, some of the stuff that we say we seen happen or whatever. The lady was just describing, she was like, there's people just trespassing all the time, people sleeping in the staircase and shit like that, and we don't feel safe and all that. And I was just thinking, like, damn, like that's got to be going on everywhere then. Everywhere in the city that's going on. Yeah. People sleeping in, because there's a lot of homeless people and they're looking for places to, when you're homeless, you're looking for an unlocked door. You're looking for somewhere to keep warm, be able to rest or whatever. So people are entering, unopened apartment unlocked lobbies and shit like that. But that's my thing, like basic 101, like these lobbies should be locked. You should need a key to get in. If you don't live in the building, you should not be able to access the building. The lobbies need to be fucking locked.
Because
before even thinking about a security guard, the damn doors just have to be locked. That's just basic Cali. Whether it's an apartment building or whether it's a home,
I was just going to say,
your shit needs to be secured at all times.
You lock your front door.
Right.
So.
And you don't, like, people don't just come in and out and shit. Right. You need a key to get in and out your home, and all that. You secure it when you come in and out. Like, that's how an apartment building should be.
The sucky thing is like, there is a key, locked door, and people still get in.
Right. That's what I'm saying, right?
So,
and that's what meant to maybe switching it up once in a while,
right.
Every once a year. Switch out the main lobby keys so people that might have moved out that saved their fucking lobby key, like you were saying, can't walk back in the building a year later because they want to steal shit or sleep in the staircase.
Right. Or the alternative would be to get some sort of like lockbox for packages, but like how big of a box? Because like right now for 2 days there's been like, it's not like a subwoofer, but it's a larger box, and the picture of the item is on the outside of the box. And it's like a big ass speaker or something.
So someone will see that and be like,
ooh, right? But it's a large box. Or people have had like furniture delivered. So like, what are you going to do for that? It would have to go outside the box, and you'd have to hope that nobody's going to steal a 50-pound box, right?
Or you got to create a room. You got to have a literal room dedicated for packages, and that has to be locked too, and you have to have a key to get in there.
Right, but then like the Amazon person wouldn't be able to.
Well, they have to be given a master key so they can open that door to put stuff in there. For that, you just have to have blind trust in the Amazon.
But
person.
Yeah, but like regular people deliver Amazon too now.
Oh, yeah.
They're not just like in the truck kind of thing. So the only person that has a master key to the mailboxes is the mailman. But you know, you could have a large chest almost that the mail person has the master key to. So if your packages are coming by mail, they can go in there.
Yeah. You could do something like that.
And then it would have some sort of slot.
Mm-hmm. For smaller stuff.
Yeah, right. That the Amazon person can throw the packages in. Anything that doesn't fit goes on top.
Yeah. We might be on to something.
Peace and blessings, y'all. It is Saturday morning. We're just letting the dogs out. Letting Chewy and Charlie out. It is 1:36 a.m. on Saturday. We're like, you know what? It does smell like garbage. Yeah. Got the John Coltrane going. We can't find Charlie's leash, so we're just letting him free roam. This way, Chewy. Okay, see what's going on out here. It's kind of a little chilly out here. Hope no one's car gets stolen tonight. Hoping nobody's car gets stolen tonight. Yeah, lots of people. Yeah. I mean, our parking lot is like an easy target visually for car theft. Because the parking lot's so big. You drive by, you just see tons of cars. You're like, oh. So that's probably why that happens a lot. Yeah. I think Charlie might be about to shit. He did?
Yeah.
While we let the pets do their thing. So, don't mind the silence. Just enjoy the jazz. Said John Coltrane, y'all. It's Saturday morning. It's fitting. It feels nice and cool out here. Come on, Chewy. Yeah, maybe we should move that package. Charlie, come on. Charlie. Oh. Dude's roaming around. Get upstairs and get that coffee in me. It was smelling good when we walked downstairs. You want to get another pee out, Chewy, real quick? Because then Charlie almost peed on. Oh, there's a dookie ball. Nice. Hell nah. Fuck it. Look out. Hug, get over here. I don't need you getting ran over a hit. Charlie's just walking and defecating. Mm-hmm. I love Saturday mornings.
It doesn't feel like a Saturday morning to me. It feels like a work day morning.
Don't it?
Yes.
It feels like it's like a Thursday morning or something like that. But I love Saturday mornings.
You guys first.
Come on. The cat to the salsa. got thrown out by mistake. So what I'm going to do with that is just throw a little foil around it.
So I'm going to make steak and
Steak and polenta?
yeah.
Nice. Good to me.
I could actually for like an hour sauce. Because I put green peppers too.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Cheers, baby. It's cafe time. Happy Saturday, y'all. Enjoy the John Coltrane music for minutes. Oh, yeah, we gotta find at least. Let's see. Check the other room. If I were a dog leash, where would I be? Where would I be? I'm gonna feed Marley breakfast while I'm here. Marley, you want breakfast, honey? Fed Marley's fed. Yeah, that John Coltrane's hitting, ain't it? Yep, it's Saturday, y'all. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weekend. So this is this racist dude murders a black woman. U.S. Army Ranger Patrick Philip Byrne was sentenced to 20 years in prison for killing Denise Smith, a black female security guard, in vicious 10-minute drunken beating. Dennis Smith, who had only been hired 2 days prior, was so badly beaten she was unrecognizable when she was discovered at 6 a.m. Let's see what they're talking about.
History of multiple serious head injuries. During the sentencing, Byrne's lawyer pointed to...
I hope he catch hell where he's going. Only problem is, I won't be able to see it.
The family of 41-year-old Denise Smith gathered in a Pierce County courtroom this afternoon to learn the fate of her murderer, 29-year-old Army Ranger Specialist Patrick Byrne.
White fella.
Byrne pleaded guilty to first-degree murder.
I hope he catch hell where he's going. Only problem is, I won't be able to see it.
The family of 41-year-old Denise Smith gathered in a Pierce County courtroom this afternoon to learn the fate of her murderer, 29-year-old Army Ranger Specialist Patrick Byrne. Byrne pleaded guilty to first-degree murder for beating and choking Smith to death in July of 2021. Smith was working as a security guard at a downtown building along 9th Street. She was only on the job for 2 days. In court, Smith's loved ones talked about who she was and how much their lives have changed since her death.
Denise was so kind-hearted and had a smile that could light up a room. And her laugh was contagious. You couldn't do anything but be happy around her. You took that away from us.
Court documents say Byrne has a history of multiple serious head injuries. During the sentencing, Byrne's lawyer pointed to that medical history as a possible reason for his actions. However, the judge highlighted the other choices Byrne made that night.
He was out with his friends or fellow rangers, basically getting intoxicated to the point where they were creating disturbances. And that was voluntary.
In the end, Byrne was sentenced to 20 years in prison, the lowest standard amount for the charge of first-degree murder.
It's a sentence, and it's a lengthy sentence, you know. So justice is served.
No,
He's
it
not
ain't.
still out there walking around. They're not looking
20
for him.
years ain't shit.
So
what she's talking about. 20 years ain't shit, dude. It's only 29
what he got is
years
what he got.
Now, although Byrne is currently still in custody, he still has his active duty designation and was stationed at JBLM at the time of his arrest. I reached out to the base to learn more about Byrne's current status, and I'm still waiting to hear back.
undeserving Kevin Lyles. This shit can't help but touch you like a pedophile. My people say I stressed them out, so I left the house. Now I'm running the streets with some Detroit players. Running laps around you niggas, I'm on my 7th mile. A special child with some things I need to reconcile. Sadell Young got my rap name from selling loud. Cause Side High got a ring to it like a wedding vow. I grew up stealing money out my mama purse. Now I'm buying everything I promised her. She don't want nothing else on this earth but see her son in church. But just the night before, we was robbing and running work. Bought an onion first, so nothing more than 100 worth. But rather under the undershirt if you wanna lurk. Had money on my head, some niggas wanna murk. I used to roll my tummy like my stomach hurt. Cause I hate the place I'm in, I don't even feel safe with friends. My life is too stressful to bring a baby in. If you're not about the mission, can't be my lady then. Relationships can get kinda rocky, my
Adrian.